Good morning, everybody. So, as always, two things. One of the things is all your shaking, first, it releases everything. Second, it replenishes all the liquids in your body, especially all the liquids that are in your brain, the synovium fluid, your lymph node station, your spinal fluid, releasing, and it's almost like you're giving your body a little massage every day. Because your body is full of water, mostly made of water, so if you move the water will not go stale. Okay. Another thing is, you notice I often 90%, 95% of the time I always work with your core a little bit. So work on these two things on the daily level. Today I will just go over some of the knee health, stretching for the knee, tending for the knee that we've been covering for the last 2 weeks. All right, so first things first, check your feet, have them right underneath your hips, and just say hello to your toes. Once you start to open up your toes, four corners of your feet knows how to ground by themselves. Okay, both hands gently, just feel where your sacrum is. Right, and from here start to add a little pressure, add a little pulsatory motion, like you're trying to talk to the sacrum. Meanwhile, make the sacrum relax a little bit. Automatically it should be nice and flat. And when you use the pad of your finger to give a little bit of massage back there, that should give you a little idea of how well your nerve fibers are doing. They should not feel tender, and they should definitely not feel pain. And just gently stroke that sacrum up and down a bit. It should not curve back this way. It should not curve forward this way. So bend the knee slightly and feel for that vertical sloping downward. This is a healthy position to work with your spinal alignment. In front of that, there is your core. Just feel for pulling that core in a little bit. And then relax, pull that core in a little bit, and exhale, relax. If you're doing this correctly and firmly, you should feel the back of your sacrum muscle responding to this movement. And if you don't feel it today, don't worry about it, it will come. Okay, let us start from this station. Give it now. Use your hand to show you. Shake, 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 shake. Meanwhile, feel the four corners of your feet. Let them also take charge in pumping themselves up and down on the ground. Okay, wrist line out to the side. Make sure you have two pockets under the armpit and silly shoulder. Silly shoulders, silly elbows, silly wrist, fingers and your wrist. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Up and down, up and down. So rule number one, you don't stand still and you don't sit still. Shake, 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 shake. Natural sign, a healthy sign will be that you feel a little tingling afterwards. Hands onto pockets, clockwise lubrication. Try to keep the alignment of your two corners well connected so that you don't spill the water. Your pelvic floor is pelvic bowl is a very beautiful structure. And you just mobilize it gently, gently, like you're gyrating in a circular orbit. Okay, opposite rotation, opposite rotation, opposite rotation, opposite rotation. Back to the sacrum again. Let us go for a little extra stimulation. Now you're ready. Bend me slightly, we go down, 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 down. Inner ankle, inner shin, up to the lymph node station. Pump in your digestive organs, lower back, sacrum. Bend knees slightly, hello to your toes. Rounding of the spine to return. uppity up, 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 up. Lower back, sacrum, outer leg, coming down, let go of the neck, rounding, curling, a little extra tender care, little nice stimulation for all these nerve endings back here. And we come, outer leg down, inner leg, earth energy travels upward. Lymph node station, digestive station, sacrum station, outer leg coming downward, rounding up the spine, we'll return up. Okay, going down, very intuitive hands, tap, 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 rounding, rounding, to return, uppity, up, 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 and exhale down again. Inhale, returning, intuitive hands. One more, happy slap. And inhale, returning. Linger, linger, linger. Digestive organ, right and left side. Back to that first station. And we come brushing down. Exhale. Brushing up, inhale. Coming down, let go. Rounding up. Exhale, back of the spine. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, down. Inhale, drop, exhale. If this was okay, let's add a little speed. Add a little speed. Add a little speed. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. Two more then. Next inhalation, we return now back to the center. Feet will be a little bit wider than the width of your shoulders. On your mirror image, right foot out, left foot in. Cup your hands to the top of that right hip. Bend knees slightly, pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. So your synovium fluid in your joint is going to feel a little stimulation. Replenishment, replenishment, replenishment every day. Keep that knee right above the ankle, coming for external rotation, turning away from the navel. That is your external rotation. Internal rotation, internal rotation, just that hip socket, internal rotation. Take a note of this alignment, stability of that lower knee. Back to your external rotation, but take that right hand to the outer edge of your right sacrum. See if we can learn to initiate the motion of your hip from the sacrum joint. That is the beginning of your leg, beginning of your lower back, your spine. And meanwhile, keep this knee really well positioned so that you start to learn to build strength, support with the quads, okay? External rotation. See if we can start to loop that hip circle just a little bit wider, just a little bit wider. You can feel it better on that external rotation. External rotation. One more. Inhale, legs will be straight. Turning now. Left foot turns out. Right foot turns in. Cupping of your hands as you bend that knee. Shake, 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 shake. Release, letting go of the holding patterns. Letting go of whatever that's been storing here. Your left side, that's also your descending colon, right? Give that intestine a little stimulation. Shake, 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 shake. Bend that knee ever so slightly. External rotation, external rotation. Try to keep the torso rather relaxed. Shoulders rather relaxed. So your lower back gyrates and mobilizes with the articulation of that hip. Internal rotation. Meanwhile, please take a note of your knee position. Stability of that knee. That knee should stay right above the ankle. It barely moves. Okay, left hand to the left side of your SI joint. External rotation again. But see if you can really slow it down and be very clear in the way that you precisely mobilize and initiate the movement from the back of your SI joint. Pay attention to the stability of this front knee. Your glutes should feel well connected to your ability to ground, to your ability to root into the core of the earth. Inhale, neutralize, walk your feet just horizontal again. Bend knees slightly, right hip clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Left hip anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Figure eight now. One breath, one motion. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. See if you can flip the rotation, the direction of your figure eight now. One breath, one movement. One breath, one movement. Again, relax your shoulder, relax the waistline. Figure eight there. Okay, let's get into your alignment position. In the middle, tailbone goes in the middle. Shifting weight to the right, shoulder, knee, hip, ankle. Middle, neutral, left. Shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Neutral, way to the right, stabilize. Check that knee, it should not go before your toesies. Double check, left leg should be rather empty. Cup hold, one in the front, one in the back. Relax into it, check the vertical awareness of your sacrum like you did earlier. Ready, tailbone forward, tailbone backward, tailbone forward, tailbone backward. Notice that lower knee doesn't move. These quads is going to get a little mature. Inhale, exhale, forward, backward, like you're flossing your hip joint there. Stay here for a moment. Clockwise articulation. Clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Because your right hand is right on the right side of your SI joint, remember, learn to initiate and get a little precision going on in the way that you isolate the muscle groups, in the way that you can control the spherical awareness in that hip. Opposite rotation. Opposite rotation looks very easy, but it's not so simple, isn't it? Especially if you're grounding down and that you're keeping that lower knee well braced. Okay, after this one, this guy should feel a little fired up. So this thing becomes a natural connection. See if you can feel that. It will come. If it doesn't happen today, just be rather patient with yourself. Left foot behind you. These two corners should be well aligned. Bend that front knee one more time. Same hip. Going for external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Push into the front foot. Can we check? This knee should not go before your toes. Everything is aligned on that right side. Feel the difference once you neutralize your stance. Okay, give your legs a little shake, 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 shake. Neutralize everything. Neutral, back to the right. Neutral, come to the right, left. Okay, take a right hand in the front, left hand in the back. Bend that knee, but check your knee awareness. Should not go before your toes. Forward movement, backward movement. Tailbone forward, tailbone back. flossing, 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 flossing of that hip joint. Okay, coming to your external rotation, external rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Internal rotation, this leg is passive, but this leg, this foot, becomes like the trunk of the tree. Very responsible, very steady, and it's not afraid of the earthquake. So check it. Is that so? This thing becomes a natural tendency. The work of your balance. Take right foot back. Both hips are aligned, bend that knee slightly, cup hold of your hands, and shake, 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 shake. Bend that knee, also right above that ankle. It doesn't really move. Okay, going external rotation. Check the stability of that front leg. External rotation, external rotation. Not only that, you're inducing quite a bit of mobility in your hip, which benefits your lower back. Now opposite, but you're also training your knee to feel well supported. You're training the muscles of your leg, which is really important. So remember your femur bones and your humerus bones. They produce way more blood, red blood cell than your other bones. So training these muscles to be strong, training them to be flexible is very important for your bone health, for your blood health. Okay, have we stabilized this leg? So this starts to happen. Again, finding that balance. Neutralize, back to the center. Ready? Here's your alignment awareness. Everything's on the right. Neutral, alignment awareness. I am not here, I am not here. I am right here. Okay, neutral, back to the right side. Right hip external, neutral. Left hip external, rotation, neutral. Try that again. Weight on the right, left leg is empty, external rotation. Neutral, to the left, right leg is empty, external rotation. Now you have the precision of delivering that figure eight. It's not this, it's very precise, neutral, very precise, neutral, okay? So when you're anchoring on one side, that's when that hip turns. When you're anchoring on that side, that's the hip turns. This configuration of the figure eight takes a lot of leg stability, a lot of grounding sensation, plus a well-articulated hip joint. Right? Relax the body so your mid-back and your lower back also gets the benefit from this spiralic motion. Meanwhile, the bottom of your feet start to develop energetic roots. They go down beneath the earth that you're standing on. Better if you can have a sensitivity to the warmth of the earth, to the warmth of the soil that you're standing on. Coming to neutral. Weight on the left, internal rotation. Internal rotation, internal rotation. Just that left hip. Neutral, weight on the right. Internal rotation, internal rotation. Now you have the alignment awareness again. Let's go your figure eight. Both hips are turning, internal rotation, internal rotation. If you pay attention, if I slow this down, you will see when I'm anchoring, that's when I turn. When I'm anchoring, that's when I turn and shift. Right? And when I turn, this knee doesn't go with me. knee stays stable. So it really becomes not just your feet, but this whole leg becomes the root of the tree. You become very grounded, very roots-like, completely accountable, anything from waist down. Okay? This will also energize your etheric force, which governs your blood health and your bone health. That's the job of your first chakra. So that it's responsible, one of its major responsible is your bone health, your physical health, your ability to orient your sensitivity in four corners of the earth. Okay, now with the alignment sensitivity, to add a little speed. Become like water, like you're navigating in space. But in your mind's eyes, you're completely witnessing your ability to stabilize the mind. The more your mind can stay with you, the more grounding sensation, the more fortified your etheric energy will become. Takes a lot of stability, also upstairs in your mind. Okay, let us go shake, 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 shake. Every time when you lift one foot and you shake out that foot really well, it totally trickles up into your lower back, into your hip. Meanwhile, you're practicing a little balance, aren't you? Practicing a little balance. Shake, 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 shake. Take your feet wider than the shoulder width again. Take arms, forward rotation. Backward rotation, pointy elbow, backward rotation, just the right side, backward rotation, backward rotation, backward rotation. Same elbow, but look for the elbow. Look for the elbow as you turn back. And if you're really grounded in your feet, you'll feel it in your left hip because energetically these two corners are well connected. Look for the elbow, look for the elbow, look for the elbow. Second side, left elbow. First, just feel for lubrication. Circle doesn't have to be large. If you tend to hold on to a lot of stress, unresolved logics in your mind, it does hold up your neck and your shoulder a bit. Just make that circle a little bit smaller. Okay, let's add the gazing of your eyes. Let's add that eye movement, stretching the muscles around your eyes. Turn wherever your eyes goes, your neck is going to follow. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Now forward cycle, both arms, turn the hands down, turn the toes in as far forward as the body allows. Look forward, turn your hands out. Tailbone forward, open circle, reverse that motion. This is your inhale. Exhale, hard through the mouth, drop. Turn your hands out, that's your inhale. Tailbone forward, spreading of the fingers. Again, deep breath. Exhale, firm into your knee if you can. Exhale. Turn your hands out. Deep breath behind you, reaching back. Back to your right elbow. Look for the right elbow. Okay, if that was okay, let's work with your right arm. Inhale. Look towards your left. So it's not a straight back, but you're adding a little bit extra spinning in your mid-back, in the shoulder joint. Ready? Second side, elbow first, then the whole arm. Behind you, look for that hand. Now let's add a little extra spinning, like you're reaching towards the opposite side of your space. Okay, right arm, inhale, reach for the left side, exhale. Left arm, inhale, Reach for the right side. Exhale. 2 more each side. Deep breath. Spinal twist as you reverse the gaze. Left arm, inhale. Spinal twist as you reverse the twist. Inhale. Here's your exhale. One more inhale. Reaching back, back, back away from the shoulder. Turning now, right foot out, left foot in. We're facing forward towards your right side. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. You know this arm, deep breath, tailbone forward. Turn the palm down, only as far down as the body allows. Shoulders will come down. Hands in front of you, turn the palm out. Exhale, tailbone going forward as you spread those long fingers out to the side. Stay here for me. Give it now a little wiggle, wiggle. Lengthen along the both sides of your torso. Ready, internal rotation, internal rotation. You can't help it, but wanting to surge up. See if you can acknowledge this tendency of the spiral upward. Like the branches of the tree, you lean towards the sun. Okay, halfway down. So if you look towards my relationship between my wrist and my shoulder, they are relatively aligned. And when you elongate the arm, this part of your spine, the lateral side of your spine, will go with you. Let's look down so you can relax your neck. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Next exhalation, gently, gently, as far down as the body allows. Chin in. How about a little pulsation? Letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Release, release, release. Stay here for a moment. Hands are parallel. Inhale. Tailbone starts to go forward. Look between your hands. How about a little pulsation in the shoulder blades? Gently, gently, as you invite your shoulders to go into the space behind you a little bit. Inhale, surging up. Exhale, we come forward, folding. Down, 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 chin in. 2 more. Beginning of the breath, middle of the breath, ending of the breath. Exhale, beginning, navel in, middle, coming down. Last one, inhale, inhale, tailbone forward. Do inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Form-wise, can you see how this elongates the back of my front knee? So stay here for a moment or add your little pulsation. Gently, gently, let go of the neck. Release, release, release. Next exhalation, bend that lower knee. That will bring you to the floor. Good padding underneath your lower knee, especially if you are sensitive. Okay, flexion of the top ankle. If the hands don't come to the ground, elevate them a little higher. Otherwise, come to your fingertips. Toes towards you, toes away from you. Toes pointing you towards you, toes pointing away from you. Flexion, extension, flexion again. External rotation of that ankle, using the toe articulation to guide you, to give you more range of motion. Okay, now internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Inhale, halfway up. Through the mouth, as you pull that right hip back slightly, gently, gently, we come forward. Okay, 2 more. Inhale, press into the fingers. Exhale, shoulders down, elbows down, we come to release. 1 more. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Watch here real quick. This is another important knee stretch that you want to embrace if you need to work on, give your knee extra care. Okay, just while you're here, I just want to show you this guy and this guy. Important to work on your knee. Okay, so here I'm going to hold you. Let us breathe. Relax your neck. And I've been mentioning breathing into the back of your heart. Fulfill the heart, take care of the heart, and everything else will follow. So be a little patient. If you can breathe deeply, that means you're going down too far. Be gentle to yourself, be quite patient because it took a lot of time, a lot of events for the body to get tired and frozen. So just take some time, be really patient, be very kind to the body. Work with it slowly, slowly. Just trust that everything will come. Keep working on letting go, coming down to gravity. Learn to release. Let things go out through your exhalation. Okay, next inhalation, we come back to neutral. Grounding the front foot down. Turn, turn, turn towards the front. That will give you the transition to come to this straddle. Right, inhale, use the circle to return. Exhalation, very lightly glide back. Feel the difference between the legs and use the shaking motion to neutralize everything as if you're refreshing the page. Shake, 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 shake. Feet apart again. Okay, turning then right foot out, left foot in. Sorry, you did the right side first. Left foot out, right foot in. Finding that deep breath. Oh, full circle, inhale. Exhalation, transitioning now into the front leg, into that left leg. Hands to your heart. Check the alignment, your feet. If I come forward, you can see your feet should be with hip width distance apart. These two corners are aligned. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Okay, stay here. We come open, forward circle. Inhale, and here's your exhalation. Just feel for where is your first edge. Try not to push as you release. Coming down. Inhale. Once you come up, take hands to the top gate of that hip. Bend that knee. Knee stays right above your ankle. External rotation, external rotation, external rotation. Visually connect to the stability of that front knee. Take a look at your own knee or take a look at my knee. When I'm circling, the knee doesn't move that much at all. Opposite rotation, opposite rotation, opposite rotation, opposite rotation. Again, the stability of your joint structure, especially by your knee, is very, very important. You always want to cultivate and balance strength with your flexibility. Okay, let us come then upstairs. Use your wiggle thing to lengthen the right and the left side of your torso. Palm will turn down on your way down into that forward fold. Right, inhale, upright again. Let's go for your internal rotation. Internal rotation. If you can relax your body with it, notice how your body propels itself in that forward and back movement. It's a very intuitive, organic thing that starts to happen. You go upward with your spiral. Okay, come up one more time. Now we come halfway down. Let's perform that internal rotation again. Internal rotation as you look down. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. One more. Stay here for a moment and exhalation. on or off the floor. Bend that knee slightly if you need to. Once you let go of the neck, how about a little gentle, gentle pulsation? Release, 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 release. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Chin in. Horizontal hands. Inhale, look between your hands as you come up. Tailbone starts to go forward. Fingers spreading wide open, reaching out and reaching back, looking up. Then inhale, ground into the front foot. Palm will turn down. Now ground into the back foot. Chin in as you look down. Hands will turn out. Look between your hands. Inhale. Weight on the front. Exhale, tailbone forward. Go into the space behind you. Inhale, forward motion. Exhale, weight on the back foot. Lengthen before you release. Okay, inhale, turn your hand out. Last one, perk up into the sternum. And here's your exhalation. We release, we come down, down, down. Chin in, let go of the neck. Bend that knee slightly if you need to. When you're here, a good way to check is swing that tailbone side to side. If you can't do that, bend that front knee a little bit. Or elevate your hands up a little higher. Okay? Again, come to that first edge. Make sure you have mobility in your tailbone. Make sure you can breathe deeply, especially in the back of your heart. Remember, let go on every exhalation. Inhale gently, halfway up. Nice, good padding for the lower knee as you bring that right knee to the floor. Front ankle going forward, toes towards you. Exhale, toes away from you. Inhale, toes towards you. Exhale, toes away from you. Meanwhile, you are creating almost like a suction cup in the arch of your hand. Toes towards you. Exhale, toes away from you. Flexion of the foot, extension of the foot. Toes towards you, toes away from you. Inhale again. Now we come external rotation. Utilize your toes. The more your toes can help you, the more effective it will be for all the bones, all the digits of your toes, for the lubrication of your ankle as well as your knee. Now internal rotation, internal rotation. While you're lubricating your ankle, can you have a look at that front knee? So you can acknowledge the interconnection between your ankle movement to your knee movement. That means if your ankle is tight, your knee is going to be really tight and dry. Okay, flexion of the top foot again. Halfway forward, inhale. Please just come to your first edge and let's add a little gentle, gentle pulsation. Release, release, release. Gently, gently. Have patience, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Chin in, relax the shoulder, relax your elbow. Some of us, we continue with the pulsation. Some of you, see if you can come down to gravity. Let go of the neck. So seemingly you're working with your front leg, especially the knee. But if you can, put your focus in the space of your heart. That is the core of your being, and if you can take care of the core, everything else will follow. That is physically, emotionally, intellectually. So as the exhalation comes, two things. One thing is give yourself to gravity. Let go. Second thing is firm the navel in. Connection of the core can be easily accessed if you just get used to this practice. Exhale, not only you're letting go, not only you're releasing, but you're also firming the core engagement. Eventually your shoulder will drop, eventually your elbow will drop. Take one more deep breath, and exhalation, gently, gently, will release. Once you release, I'm going to bring you, however you come to it, let's come to the floor. Okay. So let's go over some of these things you did on Tuesday. Right leg out to the side, left knee folds. Right hand, come to the fingertips and create a little support there so you can gently, gently give that bent knee a little bit of release. Gently, gently, sink to the right as you pulsation, pulsation, pulsate that right left hip. Pulsation, pulsation, pulsation. Okay, your hip should be on the ground or elevate that into a little pillow. This knee maybe needs a little padding if it doesn't want to go straight. Your toes should be nice and square. Toes towards you, toes away from you. However you hold this right foot, your ankle should be nice and square. Okay, right wrist is on the top. Lengthen into this invisible magic thread. Your clockwise cycle, clockwise cycle, clockwise cycle, clockwise cycle, clockwise cycle, and clockwise cycle. Anti-clockwise. Notice your elbows. My elbows are parallel to each other. That means the shoulder blades are at work. Every part of your body is rather awake in themselves and in their relationship to each other. And that goes to the activity, the wakefulness in your brain. That's your proprioceptive sensory organ. Okay, neutralize, hands out to the side, deep breath, come to the left side, internal rotation, internal rotation, reach with your fingertips, neutralize, horizontal hand, come left side, upper arm goes internal rotation, diagonally away from this knee. Lengthen, lengthen, and slowly, slowly we'll come to that straight leg. Come to the straight leg. Your fingers, wrist, elbow, and your shoulder blades becomes a single unit. Everybody's invited. Position your lower arm in front or the back of that lower leg. However that feels more comfortable and natural for you. Internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation, internal rotation. Coming into the upright, wiggle, wiggle, lengthen, so that when you come to the left side, this space is ready for you. Deepen that breath, we stay here. Deep breath into the whole right side. Top hand will reach forward in front of you. Yearning fingers. Ready? Walk your hand down. Walk your other hand forward. Diagonally, we go towards your right. Comes right in the middle, between your right and the left side. Halfway up, inhale. Exhale, chin in, forward fold. Gently make a little space so you can sway the mid part of your spine. Gently, gently, right and left side. There is a sensation like you're doing a little meandering. And if the blade of your shoulder can help you, that will be even more effective. So seemingly you're mobiling in the rib cage, but if you can articulate the blade of your shoulder, it will benefit your spine even a little better. Okay, next exhalation, we're going to sway all the way to your right side. All the way to the right side. Bring the left arm over the top ear again. And we stay deep in that breath. When you did that wiggle wiggle thing on your left, that's it. That's the opening that you have already articulated. Inhalation is deep and long. If you cannot have activity, mobility in this side of the rib cage, you're going too far. Eventually, this side of the rib cage needs to learn how to do this. Look, rotation skyward. Right? So if you cannot be mobile here, you're forcing it too much, and that's not very good. So this whole left side should slowly, slowly open like a flower petal towards the sun. So I am here, I am not here. This part of my rib cage needs to know how to articulate itself. So again, if you can see, this is also another important thing for that knee opening. Okay, soften here for a moment and inhale. Can you keep the length? So it's a very mindful articulation on your way up. I'm striving to keep the intention of this side as I release now. Once you release, let go of your legs, coming forward, shake, 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 and we switch side. Right knee folds, left leg out to the side. When you wiggle, wiggle, check the alignment of your right and the left side of your hip. If this knee doesn't come to the floor, better to elevate that knee onto a little lift, like a little cushion or a pillow. Firmer the better. Okay, take fingertips towards your left. Right hand to the knee, gently, gently. Invite a little bit of pulsatory motion. Releasing, letting go of that holding patterns on this side. Gently, gently, gently. Right, left wrist is on the top. Perk up into this invisible thread. You do want to maneuver into the space behind you. Because from the side, you are here. You are not here, right? So artificially, it's almost like I'm asking you to go back before you go up. Okay, on your own now, clockwise circle. Once you get that motion going, start to round that loop a little larger. Let the ripple start to increase into a rounder, into a more perfect formation, like the ripple in the river. Okay, check the elbow alignment, have that connection to the alignment, then that precision is going to serve you very well. Okay, opposite rotation. Opposite rotation. It will be best if you can relax the rib cage because your shoulders are intricately connected to the rib cage. So when your shoulders are working quite a bit, if you can relax the rib cage gets quite a bit of benefits. Okay, release. This is your inhale, that's your exhale. Experiencing that ripple effect within you and all around you. Next inhalation, we neutral. Wrist line out to the side, deep breath. We come to your right side first. Left hand, this one you know. It's an internal rotation, but we go out to the side. Just one more, out to the side. Find this length as you return now. Horizontal hands. Going to your left side. Position your lower hand in the front or in the back of your leg, however that feels more organic to you. Fingers, wrists, elbow, and your shoulder blades are all connected to each other. Think of them as one single unit. They're like the branches of the tree. Lengthen, lengthen through those long fingers. All the digits of your fingers are actually participating. Meanwhile, have a connection to the square alignment of that ankle. Lengthen, lengthen. Next inhalation, neutralize. Deliver that little wiggle, wiggle thing. Keep the length as we come. One more time to your right. Stay for a moment. Learn to deliver that nice, full, deep breath into the side of the rib cage, out the edge of that shoulder. Lengthen, lengthen. One more deep breath. Long fingers here. Keep the length as you come up. Exhalation, we come back to this side again. Internal rotation. Deepen that breath. From here, I'm going to bring that top hand down. Go ahead and keep walking that hand towards your right until you come to the middle, between your right and the left side. Chin in a bit, relax your neck. Swaying motion starting from your mid-back. After this one, start to articulate the motion of your shoulders. It's like you're meandering your way forward and down. Like you're traveling with the articulation of your spine. Let the movement of your shoulder blade help you. Be sure the inner edge of your left ankle is not sleepy. Right? Let's walk your hands back to your left leg again. Take the right arm over the top ear. Now I'm going to hold you. First, checking with the breath. Checking with the location of your breath. Check in with the extension of your upper finger. Check in with your ability to mobilize the side of the rib cage. You cannot articulate this side, you're doing way too much. Just come up here a little bit. You'd rather be here than down here. Okay. So this part, the right part of your rib cage, should learn to open up like the flower petal. When that happens, you'll feel it in the opposite leg, you feel it in your hip flexor, you feel it, all the interconnection between the body parts. Each part of the body, they cannot exist on their own. So if you do things, you practice correctly with the alignment awareness, there are many other body parts that gets the benefit. And that is rather worthwhile. Take one more deep breath. Use your inhalation to usher you coming into the upright. Keep the length. Use the wiggle wiggle thing to accentuate this length before you release. Take both feet forward. One more release. Shake, 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 shake. So your homework will be, this one you did on Tuesday. Remember the side. Because I opened up quite a bit, the lateral side of your torso. Typically, if you mark it with your mat, horizontal plane, and spend, I would say, 2-3 minutes on each side. Drop the rib cage, release, release, release. Let that be your homework until we meet again. Okay, so take a moment, we come to a seat. Use that wiggle wiggle motion to find the alignment of your right and the left side. Nice full circle to harmonize everything. Catch that light and reassure the uprightness of your spine, the uprightness of your mind. Okay, unfold. Yearning fingers. You're always aspiring to be your highest good. And use the midline to distill that awareness. It's like taking a little nourishment, a little breakfast for your soul, the element of your soul. Find that breath, inhale, you become like the sun. Exhale, you are the sun. Come to that place, you realize you are that which you are looking for. So thank you everybody for sharing your mindful practice this morning. I wish you a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see each other very soon. We'll be in touch. Take care, everyone.